Dip your toe in, dip your toe in, dip your toe in, now throw yourself in.
So the story of In The Willows is remarkably faithful to the story of The Wind in the Willows in terms of the original plot points. It's still this kind of series of animals going on lots of adventures. In our version, it's Mole's first day in The Willows. The Willows is a secondary school, and Badger is the teacher and tells kind of Toad and Ratty and Otter to take care of her. So yeah, it's a series of escapades.
Rode a boat, yeah, we rode a boat, simply messing about with beats.
The great thing I feel about it is that introduction to hip hop, that bringing in that hip hop flavour, that street dance flavour to this type of platform, and I'm enjoying that process. It's full on, the rehearsal process, but great. You can see people being challenged, I'm being challenged, and any environment that challenges me, I want to be in. But it's really, really cool when you put things together and you see how it comes to life, and you see how people bring your stuff to life. Like, that's really, really cool. It expands it, it stretches it, which is great.
So I'm also the artistic director of the company that's producing it, Meta Theatre. So I've been involved in every aspect of everything. So I raised the money to put it on, wrote the budget. A lot of the diversity of the company is written into the script. So when it transfers to the West End and becomes a film and goes to Broadway, the script, you have to cast a deaf performer in the role as Otter. You have to cast at least 50% of the company from as people of colour. And one of the characters is gender non-conforming. Those things are kind of written in so that diversity is embedded within it, because that's part of the kind of identity politics of the piece, and yeah, that's integral to it.
I originally thought that the BSL would be harder to choreograph or to bring things to the table, but actually it makes it easier because you just have a direction. Oh, that's the movement, that's the sign for that. Okay, let's just elaborate that, let's extend that. So that it's been really, really helpful, and it's been great for me because I'm learning what that means. And we had a really cool moment where I'd choreographed something, the first move, and it turned out that it was very similar to the sign word for that particular lyric, and that was amazing. It's going to be really amazing to see how people react to that. And I think it just opens up that world. I think it's something that we should consider, that's out there, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to see people's reactions to that. And then I do feel like people will go out and be like, oh, I want to know that, or I want to learn that, or I want to be more aware of that, and that can only be good.
So the joy of this show is that there are so many different aspects to it. You can come to it simply as a fan of the book, or someone coming for a fun night out to see a large-scale musical, and you'll get spectacular choreography. 1 minute it's hip-hop, and then rather playfully, like they've got gold tap shoes and they're tap dancing across the stage. So it's sort of, there's the whole wow spectacle, and there's a community chorus on tour as well. So, you know, some venues there'll be 27 bodies on stage, you know, dancing away. The music is two composers, Pippa Cleary, musical theatre composer who wrote Adrian Roll, and Kieran Merrick, who's more a kind of hip-hop composer. And between them, they've fused those two art forms and created soaring ballads that, you know, make you cry, and then really the beats, just beats that you want to move to, and extraordinary rap sections. So that's the sort of the artistic virtuosity is just wow. But then there's a whole political layer to it about the diversity of this company, and about Mole's narrative through the piece, which is finding your voice, finding what you, and Ratty's too, finding your voice and finding what you want to say, and sort of owning that, which feels like a really important message to be sharing right now. And that ultimately it's a story about friendship, and friendship wins in the end.